For thousands of years, the Great Sphinx of Giza has guarded the Giza Plateau, a silent sentinel with the body of a lion and the head of a king. It has watched empires rise and fall, seen the desert sands shift, and held its secrets close. Who built it? When? Why? The Sphinx doesn't answer, only stares out at the horizon, a riddle carved from a single massive piece of limestone. Generations have measured its angles, studied its face, and debated its purpose. Some say it represents Pharaoh Khafre. Others believe it's far older, a relic from a lost civilization. Legends speak of hidden passages and the mythical Hall of Records, said to contain the lost knowledge of Atlantis. The Sphinx's mysteries have fueled countless expeditions, but it remains silent, its secrets locked beneath its massive stone paws. Its scale is staggering, longer than a jumbo jet, taller than a 6-story building carved from the living rock. The Sphinx is an engineering marvel, but its true power lies in its enigma. It feels less like a statue and more like a guardian, daring us to guess what it hides. And that's where our story begins, not with old maps, but with a new way of seeing. For decades we've studied the Sphinx, but never truly looked inside. Technology limited us to the surface, until now. What if we could finally ask the Sphinx its secrets and get an answer? In 2025, we got that chance, and the answer would shake the very foundations of history. The breakthrough didn't come from legend, but from science. A team of geophysicists and archaeologists set out to map the subsurface geology of Giza using seismic tomography and ultrasound for the Earth. Sensors surrounded the Sphinx, sending sound waves deep into the limestone bedrock. For weeks, the data was routine, until an anomaly appeared. Directly beneath the Sphinx's front paws, about 30 meters down, the scans revealed a perfect rectangle, a void where there should have been solid rock. The team triple-checked their equipment. The result was the same. Excitement surged. This was no natural cave, but a man-made chamber. The location matched the legendary Hall of Records, but this was hard science, not myth. The chamber was vast, 22 meters long, 12 meters wide. The first part of the riddle was solved. There was something down there. Now came the impossible part: getting to it. The world watched as the team prepared for the next step. The Sphinx, silent for millennia, was about to reveal its secret. The question was no longer if something was hidden, but what. The search for answers had entered a new era. The Sphinx's greatest mystery was within reach. The team stood on the edge of discovery. The descent into the unknown was about to begin. Confirming the chamber's existence was one thing. Accessing it was another. No destructive drilling was allowed near the priceless Sphinx. The solution: micro-borehole drilling, using a natural fissure as an entry point. A drill no wider than a garden hose was guided with pinpoint accuracy toward the chamber. Every inch was monitored to avoid damaging the monument. Once the borehole breached the chamber ceiling, a fiber optic probe was sent down. Equipped with a panoramic camera and sensors, it became the team's eyes and ears. The first images were grainy, obscured by millennia of dust. The probe's lights cut through the darkness, revealing a lost world. The team watched, breathless, as the probe descended. They were the first to see this place in thousands of years. The Sphinx's secret chamber was about to be revealed. The probe's camera panned across the void, its light struggling to pierce the ancient darkness. The chamber was man-made, its walls precisely cut, but it appeared empty at first. Disappointment flickered. Was this just an empty room? Dr. Elena Hassan urged patience. The story is in the details. The probe swept the floor, sensors reporting stable conditions. Then, the light caught something at the center. A long rectangular object with a curved lid. A sarcophagus, but unlike any found in Egypt, carved from a single piece of black obsidian-like stone, unadorned and absorbing light. No hieroglyphs, no cartouche, no sign of a pharaoh. The stark, silent coffin was an anomaly. The team knew they had to see inside. The suspense was electric. The Sphinx's greatest mystery was not what it was hiding, but who. The probe moved closer, every detail magnified by anticipation. The world waited for the next revelation. The chamber was not empty. It was a tomb. But whose tomb was it? The answer would change everything. The Sphinx's riddle deepened. The decision was made. They had to open the sarcophagus. A robotic arm, designed for delicate remote operations, was sent down the borehole. The world watched as the arm lifted the heavy lid, centimeter by centimeter. Inside, there was no mummy, no gold, no funerary objects. Instead, a thick dark liquid, like crude oil, filled the sarcophagus. Floating within were metallic tablets, covered in a glowing, unknown script and crystalline rods cut with impossible precision. At the bottom, a skull, humanoid, but not human, elongated cranium, large, slanted eye sockets, delicate jaw. The team was speechless. This was not a pharaoh's tomb, but something alien to our history. A sarcophagus with no name, filled with black liquid, holding glowing tablets and a non-human skull. The Sphinx wasn't guarding a king, it was guarding evidence of something that should not exist. The riddle had become infinitely more complex. The world's understanding of history was about to be rewritten. The chamber's contents defied explanation. The Sphinx's secret was out, and it was stranger than anyone imagined. The implications are staggering. This discovery forces us to rethink the origins of Egyptian civilization. The technology implied by the artifacts is far beyond anything known from the Old Kingdom. The elongated skull echoes depictions in Egyptian art. Were these beings real? The unknown language on the tablets could unlock a lost chapter of human history. The Sphinx may not have been built for a pharaoh, but as a marker left by an advanced group. Ancient Egypt could be built on the foundations of an even older, more advanced culture. This doesn't erase Egypt's achievements. It adds a profound layer of mystery. We've found the missing first chapter of our story. Now we must decipher it. The sarcophagus itself is a profound anomaly. Made of a single piece of black stone, it fits no known funerary pattern. The material contains elements not found in Giza, or even on Earth in significant quantities. The black liquid is a perfect preservative, engineered for a purpose we don't understand. The lack of inscriptions feels deliberate, a refusal to be identified. The glowing tablets suggest an unknown energy source and a language unlike any other. Cryptographers and linguists are racing to decode it. This is not a tomb, but a time capsule. A deliberate package of knowledge. Were we meant to find it? The question lingers. This discovery is not an end, but a beginning. More anomalies lie beneath Giza, waiting to be explored. The global importance of this find cannot be overstated. It's about the entire human story. Our history is more complex and mysterious than we believed. The analysis of the skull, the tablets, the advanced materials, this will require a global effort. The story of humanity may not be a straight line, but a tangled web with lost threads. The Sphinx has finally shared a secret. The past is alive with mystery and wonder. The Sphinx is now a signpost to the future. It challenges us to keep questioning, to explore the unknown. The greatest expedition has just begun into our own forgotten history. The riddle of the Sphinx is far from solved.